All right, welcome once again to Sinbin Stream. We continue in women's college basketball coverage with the Louisiana Tech Lady Techsters at the number 15 Baylor Bears on Baylor's home court in Waco, Texas. Hope you're having a great day. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. Hope you're ready for basketball. And then tonight we'll have hockey. Hello, Gracie. Welcome. Thanks for being here. We have a vote for the Lady Techsters. Thanks for being here, Gracie. Oop, Baylor is in yellow. Okay, we may want to change these colors when we get a chance. Excuse me. Oh, crap. What happened to their live stats? All right, I don't know what's going on with stat broadcast. We'll figure it out. There we go. Tip is in the air. La Tech is in red. Baylor's in their gold. All right. This is kind of a mustard and ketchup. Bank shot is in and up from the near side. 2-0 Baylor. Weaver, Morris, Bradley, Dawson, Marshall for La Tech as they turned it over. And it's Baylor ball. 9:35 to go, first quarter. We'll get the possession. Scott, Van Geitenbeek, Johnson, Littlepage, Bugs, Fauntleroy for Baylor. Near side. Drive and an offensive foul by Baylor at 9:14, and they turn the ball over. Wait, all right. Louisiana Tech ball to the far side. Top of the arc. To the near side. Drive to the basket. Right down the middle. Bank shot no good. Defensive rebound. That shot was missed by Weaver. Taken away by Louisiana Tech. They have the possession arrow. Yeah, Baylor started with the ball. Getting close to 8.5 minutes to go. In the paint, bank shot up, missed, but I guess a foul would have been wiped out anyways. What was the call? Marshall, turnover. All right. All right, we'll get situated in a little bit. Apologies. To the top of the arc. Man, their shot is in and out for three. Defensive rebound, Marshall for La Tech. Pass to the top of the arc. Handed. Drive to the free throw line. In the post. Dawson tried to pass it to Bradley. Bradley on the far side. Up top to Marshall. Marshall drives. Lefty layup is up and good, and we are tied at 2. Into the front court. On the dribble is Van Geitenbeek. Drive to the basket is up and good. Who hit that one? It was 22, Fauntleroy. As we approach 7.5 to go in the first quarter. Up and under move in the post and a travel turnover on La Tech. 2-point lead in the ball for Baylor. Nikki Collin is the head coach for Baylor, her 5th season. 107-37. Won at least one NCAA tournament game every season at Baylor. Hey, Sam. Yeah, 2 hours ago. Well, I got up about 4 hours ago. Did the Loyola DePaul game. 3 is missed from the top of the arc by Fauntleroy. La Tech into the front court. 3 on the way for them is missed. Rebound to Scott of Baylor. Baylor picked up the dribble to the near side. That is Van Geitenbeek. Into the paint. Pass to the top. Thought about a 3. Drive to the basket. Up with the shot. Good. And the foul. That was Scott on the drive. At least I thought they counted the basket. Yep, they did. 6-2 Baylor. Yeah, again, we'll fix the colors at the first media timeout. Oh, Baylor's jerseys say Sick'em. Hey, Sam, welcome. Go La Tech. Go Dogs. Well, they're the Lady Techsters, I think. Yeah, they are. Yeah, so for what, football or the, yeah. Free throw is good. I didn't think we were doing this lady stuff anymore. I thought everybody had a universal mascot, but I was wrong. It is the Baylor Bears and the Louisiana Tech Lady Techsters. 3 in and out from the top of the arc. Missed. Rebound. Van Geitenbeek passes to the far side. Baseline jumper is good. 9-2 Baylor. That shot was good by Scott. Baylor. Oh, I was getting to the uniforms. Baylor's uniforms say Sick'em. I think it's SIC space apostrophe EM. I don't even know if they have the K. I'm not sure why. Pass knocked out of bounds. Almost a great steal by Fauntleroy of Baylor. You'll have to have them turn around. 6:02 to go. Brooke Stohr, Stoehr, 10th season as Lady La Tech's coach, 155-129 record, 3 WNIT appearances in the last 4 seasons for La Tech. 6 minutes to go in the first. By the free throw line, all the way to the basket. That shot is blocked. And pass by Van Geitenbeek to the far side to Scott. To the baseline. Pump fake. Has to pass it. It's stolen by La Tech. That was Thompson. Up ahead to Madison Key. Pass to Thompson. And stolen by Baylor. That is Fauntleroy. And she takes it all the way for the easy layup from the left side at 5:20, I believe. That may be a La Tech timeout. With the score 11-2. No, the media. No, it is a La Tech timeout. All right, let's fix the colors real quick because neither team is wearing what I expected. All right, La Tech hex color codes. Wait, what? Yeah, let's go to their red. Be a little bright, but all right, bright red for La Tech. Baylor, I think we'll make green on we'll make green on top of yellow or whatever. Yeah, green and okay, gold. Because I don't think white on top of gold is going to show. All right, that's more like the uniforms on the court now. Number 15, Baylor in gold. La Tech, who is 3-2 in red. All right, still at commercial. Let's mute that. Make sure it's live. All right. All right, 2 points for, let's see, who had the bat? Oh, I got to open up another live stat. That's right. Oh, I didn't want to do that. In case we end up needing it again. Yeah, let's go like that. Need the full play-by-play is what I'm trying to get to. No, the split box. 2 points by Marshall. And for Baylor, we got Scott with 5, 2 for Fauntleroy, 2 for Johnson. 11-2, 5:20. La Tech had to burn their first time out. 9-0 run over the last 2:20. We were tied at 2-2 briefly. All right, La Tech into the front court. Madison Key pass to Bradley. Back to Madison Key. To the top of the arc. Pass to the near corner. Dribble. Pass to the top to Madison Key. To the far side. Drive to the basket. Pull-up jumper in the paint. No good. Tipped out of bounds. Last by La Tech. Pretty good shot, but it was missed by Marshall and tipped out of bounds by La Tech. Unfortunately, hoping for a good game. I know Baylor is number 15 in the country for a reason, though. Lob into the post. Ball gets away. Scooped up by Abraham. Pass to Johnson. Johnson to the free throw line. Kicks it out to Dang around the perimeter. Scott with the ball. Now near side 3 by Fauntleroy. Nothing but net. 14-2. 2 touchdowns to a safety. Yeah, Sikkim. S-I-C. And then E-M on the front of the Baylor jersey for the Baylor Bears. 3 out of the corner. That might have been deflected. Offensive rebound and putback missed. Still 14-2. Baylor brings it into the front court. Drives to the basket. Banks in on a layup from the left side at 3:53 and the foul. It's nothing going right for La Tech at the moment. 16-2 and a free throw. Scott on the drive. Foul was on Bradley, number 23. So Scott at the line. She already has 7. Free throw up, no good. Back iron. Rebound, La Tech. Into the front court, Weaver. To the basket in the paint. Kicks it out to Madison Key. Drive. Laid it up off the glass. No good. And then I guess an offensive foul on the rebound. That looks like it was on Thompson. And it will be Baylor ball with 3:40 to go now. And with the 16-2 lead. Dribble by, who is this? Top of the arc. 3 by Johnson. No good. And the ball out of bounds off of Baylor. So it will be La Tech ball with 3:22 in the first. All right, into the front court. Pass to the top of the key for Aaron. Aaron dribbles in the paint, turn around, lefty hook shot is off the rim and the glass and in. Finally, a basket breaks the drought for La Tech, and they're down 12. But that looked like a travel. Oh, but instead it's an offensive foul on Baylor. I mean, it looked like she shuffled her feet before she dribbled. And it was 21 Johnson who got the offensive foul. I believe Morris drew the charge for La Tech. 4-2 in fouls. Dribble by Aaron all the way to the basket. Her shot is blocked, I think, by Abraham. Up ahead to Van Geitenbeek. 3 is blocked, but actually a foul. Dang. Was trying to shoot a 3 from the far side. D-E-N-G, and the shot was blocked. Yeah, she had a big game against Davidson. Madison Key on the foul. 2:35 to go. Nope, 2:36 according to the TV. First free throw is good by Dang. 17-4. Dang's second one is good. She'll shoot one more. She was fouled on a 3-point attempt. Free throw is up, and the third one is good. So she made 2 of 3, and now Baylor up 15 as La Tech not shooting to 16.7 from the field, 2 of 12. To the far side, Weaver drives, baseline, banks it, no good, or off the back iron, no good. Defensive rebound by Abraham. Van Geitenbeek to the far side, pass to the top of the key. Johnson, drive to the basket, easy lefty layup is up and good. 21-4. 3 touchdowns to 2 safeties. Madison Key to passes to the top of the arc. 3 is missed. Offensive rebound for Thompson. Top of the key. Madison Key for 3 from the far side. She missed, and then it looks like an offensive foul again. Or did they call this on Baylor? Johnson was on the ground or on the court, or on the floor for. Boy, that looked like a dive. They're gonna call Aaron on that foul. That looked like she just took a dive. That did not look like much of a foul on La Tech. And it looks like, yeah, Baylor's already in the bonus. Wow. I'm kind of surprised. That looked like a flop. First free throw is good, 22-4. Boy, the graphics on ESPN, this looks like orange, not yellow or gold for Baylor. Next free throw, off the iron, no good. Defensive rebound, Madison Key, 1:46 to go, first quarter. Madison Key passes to the far side. Corner 3 by Weaver is missed. Offensive rebound is put back up and in. So it's 22-6. The shot by Dawson. Baylor in the near side. Dang to the paint. Her floater is good. 24-6. 1:10 to go in the first quarter. Nice drive by Dang. Madison Key finds somebody in the paint for the easy layup. I believe it was Dawson again. 24-8. Yeah, Dawson has 4 points. Last 2 baskets for La Tech. 16-point lead and the ball. Under 50 seconds to go. 16 to shoot. Steal. Weaver has the ball into the front court. Drive. Spins in the paint. May have gotten blocked off the rim. They kick it out. Far corner for 3. That is missed by Thompson. Defensive rebound. And shot clock is like, there's like a second different game clock to shot clock. 20 to shoot. 21 to go. First quarter. Van Geitenbeek dribbles, hands it off to Johnson. Dribble, 3 to go in the quarter. Long 3 is off the backboard and no good. That's the end of the first quarter. Number 15, Baylor, 24. Louisiana Tech, 8. I thought they might put 0.3 of a second back on the shot on the clock, but they didn't. Whoops, sorry, that was my phone. All right, it was man, it was 21-4, I think, at least. So La Tech will start with the ball for the second quarter, and then the possession arrow will flip to Baylor. All right, hope you're having a great Wednesday. If you have time off or still have to work, I apologize. And even high school should be off today. Finally, I know my one son had the whole week, my other son just today. Hope everyone's doing well. All right, 1 second. I just want to check something. I'll be right back. All right, we're good. Hope everybody's doing well. And just a reminder, we'll continue tonight tonight. Rangers, Panthers at 6, so a little over about 3 hours and 40 minutes from now, 6:05. And then the streaming concludes tonight in the second game of the hockey doubleheader. We'll have Senators at Golden Knights, 9:05 Central. Should be a couple of good games there. All right, leading scores. 4 for Dawson on La Tech. And Marshall and Aaron with 2. Aaron has 2 fouls already, though. Leading rebounder, Airey, Airey, with 3. 1 assist. That's for Madison Key. And for Baylor, 7 for Scott, 5 for Fauntleroy, 5 for Dang, 4 for Johnson, or K. Johnson, number 2, and 3 for M. Johnson, number 21. Baylor shooting 60% from the field, La Tech 21%, 0.1. 0 for 7 from 3 for La Tech. Baylor shooting 1 for 5. 5 of 7 from the free throw line for Baylor, too. Rebounder Scott and Little Page Bug with 3. They have 2 assists as a team. And I forgot to fix the time. Apologies. All right, to the top of the arc, La Tech shot for 2, hits the iron, goes off to the side, brought up by Scott. To the left baseline, that jumper is no good, tipped out of bounds by Baylor with 9:23 to go in the second quarter. And again, since La Tech started with the ball, possession arrow will be Baylor's on the next held ball. A bounce pass. And that is Thompson to the to the free throw line. Dawson passes. They get it to Morris. Morris steps back. There's only 5 to shoot. She's beyond the arc. They need to get a shot off with 2. 1 long 3 is nothing but net from the Baylor logo. And suddenly it's 24-11. That was Bradley. She was literally, I think she had 1 foot on the edge of the B in BU at half court and drained a long three. 3 by Baylor is answered, so we're right back to a 16-point game. That 3 was by Scott on Baylor. 8:20 to go, or approaching 8:20. Yeah, now 8:20. Drive to the basket, banked. No good from the right side. Offensive rebound, kicked out, far corner for 3, airballed long. They say Baylor tipped it out. Boy, I thought maybe that was off of La Tech. Yeah, that was a long 3 by Bradley, but immediately answered by Scott. All right, 8:09 to go, second quarter. La Tech waiting for Weaver to inbound it to Thompson. Now handed to Weaver. Far side. 3 on the way. Bradley, it's good again. Oh, check that. That was Morris, I think. Under 8 to go. It's a 13-point lead on the ball for Baylor. Near side 3. Back iron. No good. Missed by Fauntleroy. And then we got a whistle. And I think a Baylor foul on Fauntleroy at 7:47. One foul on Baylor, none yet on La Tech early in the second period. Yeah, 3-2 La Tech, 5-1, ranked number 15 Baylor. Dribble and to the top of the arc. Pass to the free throw line area. Pass down low. Shot stolen or blocked. And we're going the other way. Thompson was trying to get it to Madison Key, I believe. And now that would be Van Geitenbeek dribbling. She passes to Nelms. Now to, let's see, pass, give and go to the basket. I guess wait, was that a foul or an offensive? Yeah, I guess it was an offensive foul at 7:07. Bradley on the turnover. No, 8. No. Nelms on the turnover and the foul. Now La Tech with the ball. 6-5 Baylor turnovers and a travel, so 6-all turnovers. Bradley on the travel at 6:57. All right, Van Geitenbeek over the half-court line on the U and BU. Dribbles, passes to the near side to Fauntleroy. Now to Littlepage. What's her name? Littlepage-Bug. Littlepage-Bug. Shot, no good. Defense, nope. We got a foul. Check that at 6:34. 27-14. What's the call? Oh, foul on Fauntleroy at 6:34. Oh, yeah, she dragged Bradley. They got tangled, and she just yanked her arm and threw her to the deck. 5 points and 2 fouls, and now she's complaining she got elbowed, but still can't toss somebody down just because of a missed foul call. Pass to the near side. 3 out of the corner, no good. That was shot by Thompson. A Worm, WRM, is the 33 was nearest for the rebound. Air ball by Littlepage-Bug from the near baseline. Still 27-14 Baylor as we approach 6 minutes to go. Did we have a kick ball or was that a foul? Well, either way, it's a turnover and it's Baylor's ball. Turnover by Bradley. Steal by... Okay. All right, Dang is back out there for Baylor. And a late sub by La Tech. All right, inbounds pass. Baylor into the front court. That's Van Geitenbeek. Pass to Johnson, number 2. Now Dang. Lob pass to the near side. Van Geitenbeek passed it back to Little Page Bug. Now top of the arc. Johnson, M. Johnson, number 21. Spin move. Jumper from the far side is good for 2. 29-14 as we approach 5.5 to go. Second quarter. Pass to the far corner. Knocked out of bounds by Dang. 20 to shoot for Louisiana Tech. Johnson, yeah, they're showing her spin move on the last bucket. Over Worm with the outstretched hand. WURM. Pass to, I thought Madison Key lost it. They get it down low underneath the basket. Great move by Thompson, number 30, to get the basket. They still trail by 13, though. So we approach 5 minutes to go. Second quarter. Pass gets tipped out of bounds by La Tech at 5:01. All right. Inbounds pass to Dang. Dang on the dribble. Back up top to Van Geitenbeek. Van Geitenbeek passes. Gets it right back. 8-7 to shoot now. The Little Page Bug looked like a travel. Lost the ball. Stolen by La Tech. Nearly stolen right back. But to the court. And then, a timeout by La Tech. But to save the possession. But they've only got 2 left now. If that's what the call is. It is, yeah. They have 2 left. We still got 4:39 to go in the second quarter. So steal by Morris, and then the ball was on the floor and was going to be jump or held ball, and La Tech elected to use the timeout here at 4:39 to go in the second. All right. That's okay. 4 for Dawson leads the way for La Tech. 3 for Morris, 3 for Bradley, 2 for Marshall, 2 for Aaron. Hello, Simbin Admin. Love you. Baylor led by Scott, who already has 10. Dang and Johnson and Fauntleroy with 5. And K. Johnson with 4. M. Johnson with 5. And nobody more than 2 fouls. But Aaron on La Tech has 2. And Fauntleroy on Baylor has 2. All right, still at commercial. Oh. Yeah, possession arrow, Baylor's. La Tech has the ball. We're just waiting for the end of this timeout. La Tech timeout, but also is due for immediate timeout as well. All right, finally back. Baylor players heading to the court. Again, it says Sick'em on the Baylor jerseys. Where's the apostrophe? Jeez Louise, why am I blanking? All right. La Tech pass to the left baseline, blocked by Dang. Shot attempt was by Kay Thompson, and Baylor into the front court. Under 4.5 to go. 4-1 blocks, Baylor. Drive. What a nice scoop finger roll layup by Van Geitenbeek, and it's 31-16 Baylor. As we approach 4 minutes to go in the half. They kick it to the near baseline. 3. Nothing but net by Weaver. And brought into the front court by Baylor. That is Van Geitenbeek. That was their first 3, I believe, by La Tech. Shot from the far baseline, missed. Rebound, blocked out of bounds, or knocked out of bounds by La Tech with 3:36 to go. That was Little Page Bug that got blocked. Inbounds pass by Van Geitenbeek into Johnson, number 21. Little Page Bug hands it to Van Geitenbeek. To the near side, Johnson gets a screen. Near corner, Dang with 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Jumper from the free throw line extended, missed. Little Page Bug had the rebound but tripped and knocked it out of bounds with 3:15 to go in the second quarter. Yeah, this color that ESPN Plus has for the Baylor score bug looks more like Tennessee orange than Baylor gold. All right, brought into the front court. La Tech down 31-19. Lob pass to the paint. Bank shot, no good. Offensive rebound and put back, no good. Foul on the floor at 3:01. Looks like it's on Little Page Bug. Shot from the near side is missed. Baylor on the rebound. That is Little Page Bug. She hands it to Scott. She gets it back. Now Scott has it again. Under 2:45 to go. Dribble. Scott passes to Johnson. Johnson drives. Trips. And what's the call at 2:38? Four fouls on Baylor, 1 on La Tech. Baylor to inbound. Up 12. 2:38 to go in the second. Into Little Page Bug. Up and under move. Jumper from the paint. In and out. No good. Off the backboard. Tipped over to Bradley. She brings it into the front court. Under 2.5 to go. And a nice bounce pass and an easy lefty bank shot off the glass and in for number 15, I believe. That was Marshall. And 2 players, 1 each team, hit the deck. So we have a whistle for a likely foul on La Tech. Back to a 10-point lead. Now they're talking to Marshall, one of the refs. I guess they're saying Marshall pushed Little Page Bug, and then Marshall tripped over Little Page Bug's feet. Now they're telling Dang to move back for the inbounds pass. Inbounds pass to Dang. This ref likes to talk. Dang, 3 from the far side. Perfect arc and nothing but net. 34-21, 2 minutes remaining. And La Tech with the ball. Nearly stolen on the floor. And they did call a held ball. And that possession will go to Baylor with 1:33 to go. Wait, not, well, more than that. 150. Sorry, I was looking at the play-by-play, which is ahead. All right, so possession arrow flips back to La Tech after Baylor. So next held ball, they'll get it back. To the far side. Hand it off. Johnson into the paint. Pass got away. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Baylor at 134. Not a good pass from Johnson to Johnson. 21-2. I meant, no, number 21 to number 2. 9-8 turnovers, Baylor. They get it to Worm. Worm dribbles. Picks it up, looking. Throws to the near side. Thompson has to retrieve the ball. It's knocked out of bounds by Baylor with 6 to shoot at 1:10 to go in the second quarter. Inbounds pass. Morris lost the ball. Baylor going the other way. Nice defensive play out of bounds off of Morris, who swiped it away, and now Kay Johnson, number 2, maybe she got poked in the eye or something. She was wincing in some pain. She tried to go up with the left. I don't know where she would have got knocked in the face. It wasn't no foul called, but I think she was just flopping, if I'm honest, at least based on that one brief replay. Inbounds pass to Dang. Under a minute to go. Pass to Johnson, number 2, and then she throws it away trying to hit Dang. Dang was already cut into the basket. Miscommunication on Baylor. Another turnover. 10-9 Baylor in turnovers. We got some subs. Aaron returns to the court for La Tech, number 25. 50 seconds to go. First quarter, 25 to shoot. Pass to Weaver. Weaver hands it to Madison Key. Drive to the basket. Pass stolen. Scott with the ball into the front court. Now baseline. To the basket. Turns and misses the shot. And apparently a foul on Worm. She doesn't like the call. 29.5 to go in the second quarter. All right, at the free throw line, first free throw is up and good by Scott. 35-21. 2-touchdown lead. Second free throw is up and also good. 15-point lead. Shot clock is turned off. La Tech can take the last shot. To the near side on the dribble, it's Madison Key. 14 to go in the second quarter. 10 seconds to go. Pass to Worm. Handed back to Madison Key. Into the paint. Aaron. Jumper. Back iron. No good. Defensive rebound. That's your halftime score. Baylor 36. Louisiana Tech 21. All right, we'll take a quick look at the leading scores, and then I'll take a break. Or all scores. Dawson and Marshall lead the way for La Tech with 4. Weaver and Morris with Weaver, Morris, and Bradley with 3. Aaron and Kay Thompson with 2. Oh, no, there is just one Thompson. I'm thinking of Johnson on Baylor. Leading rebounder, Dawson and Bradley with 3. Wait, Dawson, Marshall, and Bradley with 3. Leading assist, Madison Key with 3. Nobody more than 2 fouls. They have 9 as a team. Baylor 6. Nobody more than 2 for either team. Scott leads all scorers with 12 for Baylor. Then Dang with 8. 5 for M. Johnson. 5 for Fauntleroy. 4 for K. Johnson. And 2 for Van Geitenbeek. Baylor just 1 miss under 50% at 48.1. They cooled off in the second quarter, 4 for 12. They are 3 for 8 from 3. That's 37.5%, and 7 of 9 from the free throw line. Oh, yeah, leading rebounder for Baylor, Littlepage Bug with 6 and 4 assists as a team, nobody more than 1. La Tech hasn't even shot a free throw. They're only shooting 28.1 from the field, which was an improvement in the second quarter at 38.5. 9 of 32 for the game. 3 of 12, 25% from 3. Nobody has made more than 1 3 in the game for either team. So, yeah, struggle in the first quarter offensively as La Tech had 4 for the longest time before 2 baskets. It was either by Marshall or Dawson. I forgot which. With their 4 to get to 8 points but then they played much better in the second quarter, but they only trimmed a point off the Baylor lead. And it was 16 after 1. It's now a 15-point lead at halftime. So I'm sure the Baylor coach is not happy with all the turnovers. Come on. All right, let's get the clock up so you know approximately when the third quarter resumes. One time tied at 2-2, I believe. And Baylor's led for 19 minutes and 34 seconds. They were tied for 26 seconds. It's now 10-10 on turnovers. Points off turnovers, 6-0 in favor of Baylor. Yeah, they have a graphic at the top, which is how I started. White on blue for La Tech and white on green for Baylor. Then I had to flip because of the uniforms. Bench points, 5-0 La Tech. No, second chance points, La Tech 5-0. Bench points, 13-4 Baylor. Points in the paint, 16-12 Baylor. Fast break points, 5-0 Baylor. 4-2 blocks Baylor. 6-3 steals Baylor. 6-4 assists La Tech. All right. Yeah, largest run, a 14-0 run by Baylor. Largest lead was 18, 24-6 late in the first quarter. And La Tech had a 5-0 run. Wait, what? Okay, yeah, they've never led. They were tied 2-2. They had a 5-0 run. Yeah. 3 turnovers in the last 2 minutes and 22 seconds for La Tech, and they have a 2 minute and 22 scoring drought to end the first half. All right, we'll leave that box score up, here's what's coming up later today, tonight. I guess I could change it to tonight. That's longer instead of Wednesday. All right, let me cue up some music and take a break. Thanks for being here. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you if you already did. Yeah, this is going to be hard to keep this live. All right. Muted. Thanks for supporting the channel. Okay. Got a email for that, but not the other one. All right. All right, just trying to cue up some music, and then I'll take a break and be back for the second half. We are back. Let's get reset. It will be latex ball to start the third quarter, and then we'll flip possession arrow. Excuse me, to Baylor. We have giant cupcake signs in the stands. I don't know what that means. You see them? Yeah. I don't. Is somebody nicknamed Cupcake? 3 of them. All right. Well, any Baylor fans that know the reason behind the cupcake signs, please let me know. All right. Inbounds pass. La Tech with the ball. We'll flip the arrow over to Baylor for the possession on a held ball. Jumper from the near side, short, out of bounds, off Baylor. 9:43 to go in the third. All right, inbounds pass, now back into the post. Turnaround, up and under, move blocked. Offensive rebound, put back no good, but a foul on Baylor at 9:36. Foul on Johnson at 9:36. First free throw up and no good. It was on the shot. So Marshall, number 15. We still got the cupcakes. I don't know if they're cupcakes or what. Missed free throw, defense. Oh, great. Now we're just going to show that instead of the game, apparently. Pass to the paint. Bank shot up. No good. That was missed by Little Page Bug. And we got a whistle at 9:25. All right, inbounds pass, still Baylor ball. That is Van Geitenbeek to the near side, and apparently an offensive foul, and Baylor turns the ball over. At 9:20 to go. Yep, a little pick by Fauntleroy. Offensive foul, kind of leaned in. She gets subbed out. 5 points, 3 fouls for Bella Fauntleroy. That's Madison Key. Passes. She gets it right back from Dawson. Drive under the basket. Kicks it out. Near side 3. Good arc, but way too far off the backboard. And into the front court is Van Geitenbeek. She passes. Scott for 3. Nothing but net. 39-21 Baylor, 8:53 to go in the third quarter. Pass to the near side. Pass to the far side. La Tech on the dribble is Morris. Bounce pass to Dawson. Dawson gets it back to her. Missed 3 by Morris from the top of the arc. Defensive rebound, and Baylor passes it to Van Geitenbeek. She dribbles, passes to Dang. Dang on a nice pass and an easy layup for Kay Johnson, number 2. Nice dish by Dang on the assist. Under 8:15 to go in the third, and Baylor's pushed it out to a 20-point lead, their biggest lead of the game. Into the near corner, and there goes the video feed. Now it's back. 8 minutes to go. Jumper from the free throw line, nothing but net, and that was Morris. And it's 41-23. And at the top is Scott. Shot is good. Believe that was for 3 by Scott. 44-23. Now they're saying La Tech has the possession arrow. I'm not sure how. Banked shot is no good. Tipped out of bounds. I think Dawson missed it. From the near side. Excuse me. All right. To the near side. 3 on the way. La Tech missed. Offensive rebound and a travel. Marshall had the rebound, but then she traveled. I believe Bradley missed it out of the corner. It's 44-23, a 19-point lead. 3 of 15 from 3 for La Tech. 5 of 10 by Baylor. Van Geitenbeek, they get it over to Dang. Now, Little Page Bug passed it. Near side, Scott. Scott in the paint. It's a turnover and then a foul. Looks like they're saying on Scott of Baylor at 6:58. All right. 6:50 to go in the third. La Tech really needs to start knocking some shots down and getting some stops on defense. That's a kicked ball violation on Baylor at 6:43. Shot clock at 20. Weaver, Dawson, Morris, Bradley, and Aaron on the court for La Tech. Weaver to inbound. Weaver, that's a turnover. Tipped to Little Page Bug. She passes to Johnson, who lost the handle and stepped on the end line. A high pass. Not a good pass. And a turnover again on Baylor. Under 6:35 to go now in the third. Pass handed right back and a drive. Missed. No foul. Looks like Weaver got hit, fouled. Knocked out of bounds by Baylor, or did they call a late foul? At 6:24 to go in the third. We got Scott, Johnson, Van Geitenbeek, Little Page, Bug, and Dang on the court for Baylor. Again, Weaver, Morris, Bradley, Aaron, and Thompson for La Tech. And the officials are discussing something. No idea what. All right, inbounds pass for La Tech. Still looking. Bounce pass into Aaron. Aaron in the far post. Up and under move. Banks it and missed it. It's too strong off the backboard from the near side. And that is Van Geitenbeek in the far corner. Passed up to Johnson. Cross-court pass to Scott. Scott at the free throw line just inside the paint. Runner is no good. Aaron on the defensive rebound. Brought up to the front court by Weaver. Kicked out drive to the basket. Lost the handle on the dribble by Bradley. Into the front court. Jumper is good by Little Page Bug from the near side. And they're doubled up. 46-23. Just an offensive struggle for La Tech. Other than the second quarter. Drive to the basket, fouled. That was Morris on the drive. .531 to go in the third. All right. Morris at the line shooting too. First free throw up, in and out, no good. I thought La Tech started with the ball, and they still have the possession arrow. I don't understand why. Second free throw is good. 46-24. Lady Techsters down by 22. Baylor ranked 15th in the country, though. Kicked out, near side, drive. Johnson kicks it out. Dang for... Nope. Apparently Johnson traveled. M. Johnson. Or maybe Dang traveled. Somebody turned it over for Baylor. 14-13 Baylor turnovers. I'm sure the coach is not thrilled about these turnovers, despite the large lead for Baylor. Aaron near the free throw line. Lob pass underneath the basket. And a whistle at 5:09. It's like the NBA, just tons of whistles in the third quarter. Although it's only 4-0 fouls Baylor, but make it, well, maybe that was the fifth. Maybe, yeah, I think that just put La Tech into the bonus. K. Thompson at the line. First free throw up and good. 46-25. Second free throw, no good. Dang on the nice rebound. Defensive for the Baylor. Scott passes to, now gets it right back and fires a three. No good, and a whistle and a foul. First foul against La Tech in the third quarter at 4:59, but it was on a missed three, or a three attempt. And we have a media timeout. 5 minutes to go when they put 1 second back on the clock, I guess so. 5 minutes to go in the third. Baylor 46, La Tech 25. So rough start to the third. 10-4 Baylor. Just not much offense for La Tech at all today. Only shooting 10 of 40 from the field. Bradley's Weaver's 1 for 8. Bradley 1 for 7. Each of them made a three. Leading scorer, only player in double figures for either team, Scott with 18. She's 6 of 7 from the field. 3 of 3 from 3 and 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Dang has 8. She's the second leading scorer on Baylor. 7 rebounds for Little Page Bug. And nobody more than 2 assists. They have 7 assists, 2 by Little Page Bug and Van Geitenbeek. For La Tech, 5 points leads the way for Morris. 4 rebounds for Marshall. 3 assists Madison Key. Aaron has 3 fouls for La Tech. Fauntleroy on Baylor has 3 fouls. All right, hope to see you later tonight for hockey. Just under 3 hours, about 2 hours and 50 minutes till the stream starts for Rangers, Senators. I'm sorry, Rangers, Hurricanes. Then that will be followed in just under 6 hours with Senators, Golden Knights. Oops. Yeah, let's remute that. All right, 46-25. Free throws by Scott coming up. Sikkim Bears. Huh. And it says Sikkim on the front of the Baylor jerseys. I did not know. All right. Free throw up and good by Scott. 47-25. It is 4:59 to go. Why did they say 5 on the live stats? Free throw is up and good. She's made the first 2. She was fouled on a 3-pointer. Scott with one more. It's up and good. She made all 3. 49-25. Almost getting doubled up. All right. La Tech into the front court. Weaver on the dribble. Passes to Aaron. Aaron looking. Dribble. Picks up her dribble. Looking. Far side. 3 on the way. Iron, no good. Offensive rebound, and on the block, they call a jump ball. I think Dane got the block. Again, it's La Tech's ball, but I was pretty sure they started the third quarter with the ball. Now they got to flip it to Baylor after this inbound, I would think. Shot is up and good at 4:37 plus the foul. 49-27. Okay, yeah, it is finally Baylor ball and the next held ball. Nice shot on the inbounds play. And free throw also good. 49-28. Shot. That was Bradley, number 23. She has 7, leading La Tech, I believe. To the near side, Scott for 3. No good. Offensive rebound, knocked away, blocked by Aaron, and then the putback again is good. And that was by number 9, Pemberton. La Tech on the dribble. Kicked out top. 4 minutes to go in the third. Aaron passed it. Drive to the basket. Scoop layup. No good. Tapped by Aaron, but Baylor knocked it out of bounds. I think it was off the hand of Pemberton. Let's see. We've got, 3:50 to go in the third. Inbounds pass for La Tech. Into Aaron. Hands it to Bradley, and then a turnover at 3:45. Might have been a foul on Aaron, an offensive foul on a pick. Yeah, that's what it was. All right, we got subs. Aaron will sit. So La Tech has Terry, Morris, Bradley, K. Thompson, number 30, and Worm. For Baylor, they have Van Geitenbeek, who's on the dribble. Dang, Pemberton, Abraham, and Johnson. M. Johnson, number 21. 3.5 to go, third quarter. 3 on the way by Van Geitenbeek. And a nice putback, missed. And then a foul at 3:23. Off the missed 3 by Van Geitenbeek. A nice putback attempt was missed, but a foul on number 10, Terry. I think this is her first time into the game. Yeah, putback was, by M. Johnson. First free throw is good, 52-28 Baylor. Second free throw is also good, 53-28 Baylor. With 3:23 to go in the third. Looks like we had a sub. Number 5, Little Page Bug, back in the game for Baylor. Dang will take a seat. We're still waiting. I'm not sure what the delay is. Is there a clock issue or what? All right, inbounds pass. La Tech bringing it into the front court. They pass to Bradley. Now to Worm. Worm pass to the paint. Now a nice cut to the basket and a nice pass and an easy basket for Terry. 53-30. Oh, thanks. And kicked out to the near side. 3 on the way is good. That was Pemberton with the 3. She's played 3 minutes and she has 5 points. 2 of 2 from the field. Under 2:45 to go. Bounce pass to Worm. Worm hands it. Drive to the basket. Pump fake. Has to kick it out to Terry. Terry kicks it back out to Morris. Down to Worm with 5 to shoot. Bounce pass behind the back of Morris. Or just she couldn't get it. It was a bad pass by Worm and a turnover. They get it back to Van Geitenbeek. She drives, kicks it to the far corner for 3 off the front iron. No good. Back tap to Van Geitenbeek, who puts up a 3. Back iron. Offensive rebound and tipped out of bounds. Good effort by Little Page Bug, but ball got away at 1:58. All right. La Tech bringing it into the front court. That is Madison Key. 1:50 to go. Drive and a steal. Picked up by little Van Geitenbeek. Banked off the near backboard from the left side and in by Johnson. M. Johnson, number 21. With 1:40 to go. 58-30 in favor of number 15 Baylor, who's at home. Looks like Worm on the foul. All right, Johnson at the line. Free throw, no good. And rebound, La Tech. And they lost the ball, but tipped out of bounds by Baylor. Good job. A good effort by Johnson to try and save that. 1:32 to go in the third. Inbounds pass to Worm. She hands it to Madison Key. Near side. Bradley on the dribble. 15 to shoot. Bradley dribbles to the paint. Underneath the basket. Reverse layup up and good from the near side. Nice over her head shot to get around a much taller player and avoid the block. And 3 missed by Little Page Bug. Defensive rebound Worm. Up ahead. Bradley. Shot for 3. Back iron. Offensive rebound. Lost it. And Little Page Bug passes to Van Geitenbeek. She dribbles to the paint. Looking. Passes to Little Page Bug, who gets it to Johnson. Johnson drives to the free throw line. Near side. Faked 3. Drive. Bounce pass. She got it back. Up and over Worm and good for the basket. I believe that was Pemberton. It was. Nice move in the paint. She tried to bounce pass it. It got tipped right back to her. She pump faked Worm and then put it up over her. 60-32 Baylor. Madison Key passes to the near side. 3 is blocked. Thompson on the 3 attempt. Half court shot missed at the buzzer. 60-32 Baylor through 3. And the 15th ranked Bears are looking smooth, they can probably rest their starters should they choose to in the fourth quarter. All right, let's reset the clock so I don't forget. All right. On the third and fourth quarter break, just dominating by the Baylor Bears all game, other than the second quarter, really. Just as you would expect by a top 15 ranked team in the country at home. They led 24-8 after the first, and then halftime the lead was still 15 as La Tech won the second quarter 13-12, but they just dominated in the third with a 24-11 quarter. So they've almost doubled up La Tech. They have a 28-point lead with 10 minutes to go. Excuse me. All right, again, hopefully I'll see you back soon for hockey tonight or men's basketball on Thanksgiving or Friday, Black Friday. All right, 10 minutes to go. Baylor in control. Only thing left to decide is the final margin of victory for Baylor. It would take a monumental comeback by La Tech. They're down 28, and they've only scored 32 points in 30 minutes. So that's how monumental. All right. Foul in the paint as Fauntleroy crashes to the floor at 9:50. Foul on Bradley, number 23 of La Tech. Banks shot is in after the inbounds pass. That wasn't Pemberton. Who scored that? Fauntleroy from Van Geitenbeek. 62-32 with 9:32 to go in the fourth. Dribble, spin move in the paint. A nice jumper is buried by Madison Key. Nice move. Van Geitenbeek drives and loses it out of bounds. Turnover by Baylor. As you say, that's going to be the one thing, as any good coach would probably point out to their team, they got to take better care of the basketball. Drive to the basket, missed shot by Madison Key. Defensive rebound. Nelms, they get it ahead. Drive to the basket. Pemberton missed the shot, I believe. Going the other way. La Tech into the post. Nearly turned it over. Picked up by... we're behind. Let me make sure we're live. I mean, obviously the streaming app's going to be behind the live stats. Lobbed into the post. Shot is blocked, tipped, and controlled by Van Geitenbeek. 8.5 to go in the fourth quarter. Drive to the basket. That shot is missed by Little Page Bug. There's a whistle at 8:25. 62-34. Possession arrow. Wow. TV says La Tech. The live stats say Baylor. So we'll stick with Baylor, I guess. I don't know. Unless there's a held ball coming up, which is a possibility. 8:20 to go. Pass to the near corner for 3. Miss. No good. The miss was by Morris. Van Geitenbeek brings it into the front court. Pass to the far side. Long 3. Missed. Defense or offensive rebound and the putback by Little Page Bug. Dribble by Weaver. Passed into the post. Nice move around the defense and laid up off the glass and in. Believe that was Weaver with the basket. We'll double check. 3 out of the far corner missed by Fauntleroy. No, that was Dawson on the last basket. In and out for 3 from the near corner. Tipped out of bounds off Baylor. La Tech ball at 7:24. Two of 5 in the fourth for La Tech. 2 of 7 in the fourth for Baylor from the field. 7:15 to go. Near corner, dribble. Pass gets away. Steal by Little Page Bug. Van Geitenbeek into the front court. 7 minutes to go. Drive by Fauntleroy. She banks it in from the near side. Nice drive to the basket. 66-36. They're up 30. Aaron and a timeout. Why are we bothering? At 6:46. I'm assuming La Tech called it. Yep, they have 1 timeout left. And finally, TV agrees with the live stats that it's Baylor's possession arrow. 1 timeout left for Louisiana Tech. They're shooting under 30% at 28.8 from the field. Baylor's shooting 48% from the field. Aaron has 4 fouls. Nobody else has more than 3 on either team. Actually, nobody else on La Tech has more than 2. Only Fauntleroy has 3, so only 1 player each team more than with 2 fouls. Yeah, 28.8 from the field, not going to get it done. 15.8 from 3, not going to get it done. They did finally shoot 3 of 7 from the free throw line, 42.9, but they hadn't had a free throw, I think, maybe in the first half attempted. Baylor, meanwhile, shooting 12 of 15, 6 of 19, so 31.6% from 3, just 1 miss under 33%, and 24 of 50, 48% from the field. Scott, the only player in double figures with 21 for Baylor, 9 from Fauntleroy, and 9 from M. Johnson, number 21. 11 rebounds for Little Page Bug, and 5 assists Van Geitenbeek. Louisiana Tech led by 9 from Bradley. Yeah, nobody. 6 by Dawson, Cheapers, and 5 from Morris. 5 rebounds, Marshall. 3 assists, Madison Key. Yeah, as a team, 8 assists for La Tech. Only 11 for Baylor. Yeah, only one foul, so that's good here in the fourth. All right, again, hockey coming up in 2.5 hours. We'll start out with Rangers at Hurricanes. La Tech has South Alabama, Grambling, LSU, Central Arkansas, Central Baptist. Next 5 games, all in December. 4th, 9th, 13th, 17th, and 20th. All right, inbounds pass, drive to the basket, missed layup by Madison Key. That is Van Geitenbeek into the front court. Pass to Little Page Bug. Now bounce pass in the paint. Put up, missed by Nelms. Into the front court is Madison Key. 3 on the way from the near side. Just in and out. No good. Little Page Bug. Another rebound up to Van Geitenbeek. 6:10 to go. Pass to the near side. 3 was made, but there was a foul on the pass at 6:07. Offensive or defensive? Wait, did they count the 3? The live stats did, but there was a foul on the pass. Oof, gosh. Scott hit the deck hard. They did count the 3-pointer for Fauntleroy. How? How can you count a basket when there was a foul on the pass before the basket? That's impossible. How could it happen at the same time? So they're going to review. That makes 0 sense. Interesting call by these refs. How is that possible? That's impossible. She already hit the deck before the shot was taken. I'm assuming they still haven't wiped it off the play by the stats, but I'm assuming they're going to. I don't know how you can make that call. How is this review taking anything? This makes no sense. Now they're discussing what they reviewed. Oh, brother. I don't get it. Not sure how you can make this call. Well, you know what? Yeah, we need to remove it anyways. I could always easier just to add it back in. But man, what a strange call. All right, Baylor ball, no basket, which duh. That was weird. And the fact that we had to review was weird. I mean, live, you should be able to say, oh, yeah, by the way, the foul happened before the pass. Is Baylor's coach complaining about it? I mean, good Lord, it's a 30-point lead. 20 seconds to shoot. They get it in. 3 on the way. Oh, for fudge's sake. Now what? Another inbounds pass after a foul. Tipped out of bounds at 6:06. Oh, brother, just running clock, please. All right, Johnson. Let's see. All right, inbounds pass. Still waiting. They get it into Fauntleroy, who missed. Ball is loose on the court. All right, can we not reach in, Baylor? Let's not foul the rest of the way. You're up 30, under 6 to go. Aaron on a nice pass into the paint banks it in from the near post. Dribble, bounce pass. They get it to Nelms. Near corner. 3 is missed off the backboard by Dang. 5.5 to go. Shot missed. Rebound. Nelms and Baylor into the front court. Scott dribbling and a whistle at 5:18. You would think Baylor would empty their bench soon, but apparently not yet. Okay, so Baylor, does not have any fouls. La Tech has 4, so unfortunately, Baylor will be shooting free throws on the next La Tech foul. Excuse me, inbounds pass. Now Scott with the ball. Over to Dang, near corner, cross-court pass. Drive by Johnson. Ball tipped to Dang. 6 to shoot. Scott with the ball. Bounce pass corner. Johnson with 1 second airballed it off a defensive rebound for Aaron. Into the front court. Bradley to Aaron. Aaron clearing out Madison Key. Bradley with the ball. Drive to the paint. Shot no good and a foul on Baylor. Come on. 4:39 to go. All right. It should be on the shot, so we should be shooting 2. Foul on number 21 Johnson, and we get immediate timeout. Hopefully this is the last one of the game. No points for Baylor in their last 2 minutes and 16 seconds. They're 0 for their last 4, 1 of their last 7, yeah. And they still lead by 28 points. All right, leading scorer, Scott, 21. Couple players, Baylor, Johnson and Fauntleroy with 9. 12 rebounds for Little Paige Bug. She only shot 2 of 10 from the field, but 12 rebounds. Far and away the leading rebounder on either team. Nobody else on Baylor has more than 4. Leading rebounder, Dawson had 6 and Marshall 5 for Baylor. Assist 5 for Van Geitenbeek. 3 fouls on number 21 Johnson and Fauntleroy. 4 fouls on Aaron. 3 fouls on Madison Key for Louisiana Tech. Leading scorer Bradley with 9. Dawson with 6, Morris with 5. Only players above 4 points. Leading rebounder Dawson 6 and Marshall 5. Assists 4 for Madison Key. Actually 6-6 in a low-scoring fourth quarter with halfway through the fourth quarter. Okay, come on. Shorten up these commercial breaks. Jeepers. I mean, I know it's a fairly quick game, but, I mean, this game's been over for a long time. Just run the clock. So we get, an ad for Zootopia 2? Yep, Zootopia 2. All right, they're talking about Talia Scott, number 0. Again, she has 21 points, just outstanding today. 6 of 10 from the field, 3 of 5, including 3 of 5 from 3, 6 of 7 at the line, 4 rebounds, and an assist to boot. All right, 66-38. First free throw was no good. Second free throw, that is good. 66-39. Into the front court. Scott, I'm a little surprised Scott's still out there with 4.5 to go. A 27-point lead. Drive to the basket. Blocked. Louisiana Tech gets the rebound. Travel. Even though it looked like she got fouled. No call. 4:21 to go. I guess the refs just want to get out of here and get on to their Thanksgiving plans. All right, Pemberton back in for Baylor. Man, Scott is still out there. Inbounds pass to Johnson. 4:17 to go. Drive by Scott all the way to the basket. Banks it no good, but they called a travel at 4:10. $4:05 to go in the fourth quarter. 18-17 turnovers, La Tech. Oh, come on, Baylor. Could we just not foul? Oh, my God. 3:58 to go. All right, ball is loose. Turnover by La Tech. Under 3:50 to go. Into the paint. Up and under move. Another whistle at 3:44. First free throw, no good. Still 66-39. Missed free throw again. Into the front court. Under as we approach. Drive to the basket. Layup. No good. And a blocking foul. Come on Baylor. Can we not try to take charges, Baylor? 3:27 to go. Oh, please tell me they're not reviewing something. I think both free throws missed. Into the front court, Scott. Why is Scott still in here? I would think you wouldn't want her to risk getting injured. Dang for 3, missed, and another whistle. at 3:17. .312 to go. Bounce pass to get it into the post. That is Dawson. Hands it back. Madison Key passes to Aaron. Aaron back to Madison Key. Pass to the post and banked in from the right side by Dawson. Nice pass. 66-41, 2:46 to go. Bounce pass, pivot move in the paint, fell down. Probably going to be a foul on Aaron. That might be, she may have fouled out at 2:42. Well, maybe they didn't call it on Aaron. They called it on Dawson. Okay. So not Aaron's still in the game. Kyla Abraham at the line. First free throw, no good. Abraham looking for her first points of the game, or point now. Free throw short. Dang on the rebound. She dribbles out. Passes back to the half court to Scott. Scott kicks it out. Dang for three out of the corner. Missed. Tapped. Offensive rebound. Johnson. But a whistle and a foul at 2:28. And who was it on? I guess it was on Baylor. Now Aaron fouled out. She had 4 points, 2 rebounds. Free throw good, 67-41. That is Abraham's first point. She has one more. Second free throw up and good, 68-41. Madison Key into the front court. 2:22 in the fourth. Madison Key gets it back. Drive under the basket, over to the far side, back to the free throw line, all the way around in a circle. Banks it, no good. And picked up by Baylor. What's the whistle at 2:07? I thought Worm was out there, but that's not Worm. That's Airy, A-I-R-E-Y. Or Array. Pass to inbounds for La Tech. Dribbled around by Bradley. 12 to shoot, under 2 to go. Turnover going all the way to the basket. Lays it up and good. That was Pemberton. 70-41. Drive to the basket. Lay up by Array is no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no good. And a foul on Baylor. Free throw is good on the first one. That was made by Bradley. Second free throw for Bradley is up and good. Off the rim, off the backboard, eventually down and in. 70-43. 1:43 to go. Both teams are unfortunately in the bonus. Don't know how that happened. We've had a ton of fouls in the last 5 minutes, especially by Baylor. I think La Tech had 4 in the first 5 minutes. Scott is still out there for some reason with 21 points. She dribbles, passes nearly stolen by, I think Madison Key got credited with the steal, and then there's a foul on Baylor at 1:20. Baylor's coach is complaining. Interesting. And we shoot free throws. Madison Key's first one is up, no good, off the iron. Second free throw, I guess that was in. Hit the iron, went up in the air, and then straight through the net. Net barely moved, so I was hesitant to call it a free throw. Good. Dang, out of the corner for three, nothing but net. 73-44, 103 to go in the game. Now mercifully under a minute. Drive to the basket. Madison Key missed it. Tapped. Rebound brought up by Scott. Threw a bad pass to Pemberton in the paint with 48.9. And is Scott going to get subbed out? Apparently not. That's a little shocking to me with 45 seconds to go. No reason for her to be out there. Pass to the near side. Dribble by Weaver. 12 to shoot. 30 seconds to go in the game. Weaver dribbles. 6 to shoot. Step back three. Blocked by Abraham. Going the other way is Johnson, 21 for the layup, and it's good. 75-44, 16 seconds to go. Dribble to the basket in the paint. Lefty's shot is good with 9.8. It's 75-46. Hopefully Baylor will just dribble it out. And that will be, whoops, I forgot to scroll down. That is your final. Baylor 75. They improved to, I think, 6-1. La Tech drops to 3-3. And unfortunately, not much of a game if you were a fan of the Lady Techsters. Baylor Bears win by, what, 29? That'll do it real quick. 21 points by Scott of Baylor. And Bradley got into double figures with 11 for Louisiana Tech. Also, Dang and Johnson had 11 for Baylor. Hope to see you in just over 2 hours. 6:05. It's currently 3:58 Central, so 2 hours and 7 minutes. We will be back with New York Rangers at Carolina Panthers hockey. If you're here for basketball, again, we will have a men's doubleheader tomorrow. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving Eve. It will be after the Packers-Lions, North Carolina versus Michigan State, and then the nightcap at 7, Duke versus Arkansas. And then Friday, Illinois versus UConn at 11:30 a.m. and then a bunch of hockey. Until next time, take care. Hope you're having a great Wednesday so far. Have a terrific holiday. Talk to you soon. Simbin Stream wishing you all well, and bye-bye.